G'day guys, Elliot from One Addiction, and I'm here at Mount Me doing an R-Class Q ride. And it's been in social media a lot recently, so this is why I thought I'd do this video. Everyone seems to be getting flat batteries on their motorcycles and then calling mates to come and jumpstart their motorcycles or bring a battery pack or something, and that just, I don't understand that. It's a motorcycle, it's probably a manual. You can jumpstart it yourself, and here's how to do it. Now, why it's exceptionally relevant today is because this motorcycle was left with the key on and it actually doesn't start. So it's like a real, we need to jump start the bike. We genuinely need to jump start the bike. There's no jump kit here. If we don't get it going, it's, yeah. That's everyone's least favorite noise, right? So at the Mount Me lookout, I don't know if you can get like a bit of the background in here. This is where everybody parks. This is the Mount Me lookout. And it's got a bit of a slope, and I reckon this is enough of a slope to jumpstart the bike. If it's not enough of a slope to jumpstart your bike, push it up more of a slope. All right, it's got to be at the top of a hill. That's a big hill. That'll work there. Push it up the main road or something along those lines. Yeah, it sucks, but it's better than waiting up here for an hour for your mate to come and jumpstart your motorcycle. And here's the concept, all right? Where everyone gets this wrong is they like a roll and they get their bit of speed up and they let the clutch out on the motorcycle and it locks up the tire, because bikes have fairly high compression and big bikes have really, really high compression, so it's quite hard to jumpstart. This is a big bike, it has high compression, it will be relatively hard to jumpstart. I'm going to use second gear, and there's two schools of thought with this. One is you can put it in second and then roll with the clutch in while you're in second, and then sort of let the clutch out and you bounce all your body weight. In my case, it's a fair bit onto the seat at once, and you let the clutch out as you land on the seat. The clutch comes out and the bike goes and it should start. That's one school of thought. The other one is you have it in neutral and you roll in neutral, then you click it into second, then you do the exact same thing where you let the clutch out and you bounce your fat ass onto the seat and let the clutch out at the same time. Now, why there's two schools of thought there, one is that's a little bit more complicated because you've got to shift, and if you don't have a lot of room, that might not work. But the other reason why you would do it in neutral over doing it in gear already is because when the bike is in gear, there's actually a bit of drag with the clutch in, so it won't roll as fast, if that makes sense. So if you're in gear and you don't have much of a slope, you probably won't roll very fast and it might do the lockup. So I'm going to try this one. I don't have much of a slope, but I'm going to give this a go. I'm just going to do it in gear, actually. I'm going to put it in second. I'm going to try it in second, because it's the easiest way to do it, and most of the riders that are calling for help here are new riders and they probably don't have that dexterity to click up the second, drop the clutch, bounce their ass on the seat. So let's do that. Alright, so just proving that it's still flat. What a terrible noise. And I'm going to stick it straight into second right now. So that's in second gear. I probably should go right to the very end of the car park here, but I reckon I got this. And I pull the clutch in and just roll down the hill, and like I said, I'm going to stand on the pegs while I'm doing this like a dirt bike rider, and then as I let the clutch out, I'm going to land on the seat with as much bum weight as I possibly can, and fingers crossed it'll actually start. Fingers crossed. All right, let me woggle. And that worked. I should have left that on in hindsight. I bet you that wasn't enough to get it to start again. Oh, you dog. So in summary, guys, it was far, far, far easier to do the neutral technique. So to put it into neutral, to roll the bike down the hill or to get the speed up, and then to put it into second, roll with the clutch in second for a little bit, and then do the jump on the seat, let the clutch out at the same time, and away you go. It was much, much, much easier. Here's a clip of me doing it in neutral from the helmet camera perspective. Anyway, now we need to point out something that I just sort of assumed that everyone would understand without me saying it. I don't know why I'd assume that as a motorcycle instructor. That's some seriously rookie behavior. But the clutch in after the jump start is a complete thing. So if you watch the clips, every time I had finished, you'd hear the bike go brum brum, and that's just me with the clutch in giving it a rev to show you that I had the clutch in. But I really need to voice that because otherwise someone will be like, oh, I didn't know the bike made a brum noise after you jump start it. No, it doesn't, right? So literally as soon as the bike has started, I pull the clutch in pretty much the second that I hear it going brrr and it's going, and I've grabbed the clutch, as you can see there. No, probably there. And I grab the clutch. And the reason that I do this is because most of the time you don't have enough space to roll really fast. Okay, so if you don't pull the clutch in, it'll just stall again. It'll probably fire up from the big bum on the seat thing, and then it's just going to lock up because you're not going fast enough to be in second at that speed. So that's why you got to grab the clutch as soon as it starts, so that you know it won't stall on you. That's the main reason. The other reason why you grab the clutch, and this is really important if you're doing this on a big bike, is if you're holding on real tight because you're a little bit nervous and you've got that throttle cracked, you're so dead. Like, if you're going down on the MT10, for example, down that little bit of a slope, you jump on the seat into second gear and that throttle's cracked and you don't have a good runway ahead of you, that's not a good thing. So clutch in as soon as it starts, and that way it's not going to stall, and if you did slip on the gas, you're not going to send it. All right, so that's just my safety tip, the main reason for I should add this onto the video. Yep, so just to recap over again, have a bit of a practice of this. It is an important skill to have. It's always easier to do it on a hill. Yes, you can run next to your bike, jump on it, and it might work, but I tell you, it does not work on a big bike unless you can run like Usain Bolt speed. All right, you've got to get it going quick, or if you've got a buddy to push it really fast. But honestly, it is just easier if you can get it up a hill. And then one thing you need to think about here is the faster that you can get the motorcycle to roll, the easier it will be to jump start it. So if I could actually get that bike to roll at a speed that it would go in second gear, so sort of 40, 50, 60 Ks an hour, I know that you're like, well, that's a big hill. Yes, it is. But if I could get it to go that fast, all I'd really have to do is let the clutch out. I don't think I'd have to do the big jump on the seat. I don't need to stop it from compression skidding because it's going fast enough that it will not do that. So yeah, if you think you're far enough up the hill, go a bit more. Push it a bit further. Because the faster that you can get it to roll, the easier it's going to be to jump start the bike, the less chance of a compression skid and a lock up, and the simpler it's going to be. And just remember to try and grab that clutch at the second that the bike starts to stop it from stalling and to stop yourself from doing anything silly with the throttle. And as always, guys, if you've got a buddy that you think needs to see this video, or someone that you think needs to learn how to jumpstart their bike, tag them in the comments below. If you've got any pointers, or you think that you disagree with something or you agree with something, again, throw it in the comments below. We're always keen for a read. And if you are looking for a motorcycle license and you want the best price, you want to be part of a great team and have a really good day, 1300 2Q-Ride, or you can jump on our website www.oneaddiction.com.au and follow the motorcycle license links. Anyway, have a great day and I'll catch you on the next video.